Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to thank you all again for tuning in. I'm going to be adding my contact information such as links on Instagram. I'm going to be starting a Twitter and a Facebook page. I'm going to be adding them into the links. What I want you all to be able to do is follow me on these social media outlets, so we just keep it up to date. But anyway, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. So I'm partnering up with a behavioral support group, right? And they have back to school drives. Okay? Back to school drives. And let me just give you a snippet of a conversation that I had with a mother of 3 kids. Now, her 3 children, 2 of them are in the support group that I work with and I partner with. And in the support group, we provide mentorship, tutorings, activities, fundraising activities, give them lifelong lessons in leadership and skill development and things of that nature. Now she comes to the rally, and I'm expecting her to ask for book bags, school supplies, pencils, paper, the whole nine. No, that's not what she says. She comes out of her mouth and she says, "Are you guys giving away clothes and shoes?" Now, me thinking now let me just give you the background. Now, I know some people are saying, "Hey, maybe she needs clothes and shoes." I'm going to say, "Okay, well, let me just bring you up to speed." This is a mother who lives she lives in she has a Section 8 voucher. For those who don't know what it is, look it up. She's giving housing. She receives TANF. She receives EBT. So therefore, she has leniency, and she does work, and she has leniency when it comes down to getting funds. Her children are all dressed nice. Every time I see them, they are in new clothes, new shoes, new hats. I ain't talking about like Puma. I'm talking about Jordan. I'm talking about, I've seen Coogee sweaters. I've seen True Religion jeans. I've seen the whole nine. You know what I mean? So it's not like she's struggling. And I know some people could say, well, those could have been gifts. She's the type of mother who brags about buying these things. And so when she comes out and she asks about, the clothes, I ask her, do you really need them, or is this something that you want, or something that you believe that that your kids will benefit from? Because her children are spoiled to death, which is why they're in the support group in the first place. And so I'm trying to gather my thoughts, and I sit down and I talk to her, and she's going off the rocker about why we're not offering socks, shoes, and clothes. And I say, we are offering socks, shoes, and clothes. We're just not giving them to the people who don't need them. We know who the families are that need them. It's not like you can just go up to a bin and just go grab those things. No, we have separated the packages to give to the families. Now, she's saying, well, I believe I'm in need of these things. And I try to explain to the director that she's not. And I know someone's going to say, well, who do you think you are for telling this mother of 3 that she's not deserving of these items that were donated to the organization that you're passing out? I say, we do background checks, not necessarily the legal background checks, but knowing the history of the family and all their things that they partake in. And being that I know she receives these assistance grants when it comes down to housing, actual money itself, and food, I believe that she has and she works. I believe she has the finances to buy those things, if not receive those things when they are given to her from a different organization, just not this one. And so I tried to settle myself down, because I felt myself getting hot behind the ears and I was getting upset. So the thing I wanted to discuss was parents and their preparation for children going back to school. Hear me and hear me good. Being that I work in the school system myself, there have been times I see kids come in there with book bags and no pencils, papers, or books. I've seen kids coming to the schools more concerned about if the Wi-Fi is on inside the school versus if they have completed their homework. I'm not lying to you. I have seen it to the point where it gets so chaotic that kids will spend majority of their week, not a day, their week, harassing other children who are not materially wealthy as they are. I'm talking about clothes and shoes, the type of book bag, the type of glasses, the type of phone case. These are the petty things that we're doing to our kids, and we're not taking responsibility as parents of ourselves. Now, I know there are parents who take care of this aspect. There are parents who actually care about their kids' education and not what their kids are wearing. But there's a large majority of parents who would rather have their children look nice and dress a certain way versus the content that they're putting inside of their head. They care more about what's on the body instead of the head. And so I want to urge parents to take notice of what's going on around you, especially your children and what's going on around with them. I'm going to automatically take my talents and going to address this every single day at school when I'm teaching my class. I'm going to make sure that these students, it's 100% irreversible when you do enough damage to the point where this person is in the 9th grade and they can't read on the 9th grade reading level. That should not be happening. In today's time, that should not be happening, but it is. I'm going to be urging my parents to attend parent-teacher conferences. I schedule parent-teacher conferences that parents don't show up to. And it's not because they don't want to. It could be something as simple as transportation. Okay, cool, right? If it's transportation, what are you doing to resolve this issue, right? I see your children coming in here joking these other children about their shoes, and I see their shoes are nice. I seen some Oxford loafers on a kid who's living on Section 8. That I know lives on Section 8 because I've been to their house. And their mom has shown me the application and everything. I'm like, your son in here with Oxford loafers, the leather kind. And I'm like, just curious, because I could be wrong. We're like, where did you get these from? Oh, I bought them from such and such. And they cost me like $100 and something bucks. And I'm like, I could get those same shoes offline for like $15. My thing is, what are your priorities? Parents, where are your priorities? Are you more concerned with keeping up with the times versus bringing your self-wealth and coming out of the condition that you're in? Because this is generational. This is generational. I went into a home and I seen a great-grandmother, a grandmother, a daughter, and the daughter's child living all in the same. I'm like, well, okay, cool. It could be just, the daughter's place. No, it was the great-grandmothers. The great-grandmothers have been living on assisted living and has conditioned her 3 generations to come to depend on the same thing. Meanwhile, I did not see not one man in that house. And that's just one instance. This is an epidemic. That's just things that are going on at home. And when these kids come to school, they have more knowledge about social media and what's going on through WorldStar, Snapchat, or having a conversation about what's new on Netflix, but they can't give me the answers to next week's test. We're going over chapter 1 in week 10. We should be in chapter 10 in week 10. We shouldn't be still going over chapter 1 in week 10 because the influence at home is far greater than the influence in school. So, parents, be ye warned if your child is sent home early for behavioral issues or misconduct. Be ye warned if your child is coming home with report cards that are not satisfactory to your standards. Because my standards is, I have children of my own. If you're not trying your absolute best, because I'm out here trying my absolute best, I demand that of my children. And if you're not trying your absolute best, then what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you going to... okay, this is something I can ask the parents. Why are you putting your child through this if you don't want the absolute best for them? You give them the absolute best clothes, the newest phone. You give them the newest Wi-Fi package. You give them, I guess the fried king crab legs every weekend. And you want it to come from the best provider. Why are you not demanding that your children be the best that they can be? And why are you not demanding that yourself be the best that you can be? This is what I don't understand. Coming from our young mothers and our young fathers who are raising these generation of children who are growing up too fast and are ignorant to what's going on around them. And I say the NATO to that, my brother. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the content, give it a thumbs up. Hit me up in the link in the description box. Make sure you hit the bell icon for when I drop new uploads. And you guys have a great day.